Right now, as you're watching this, machine learning models are scanning millions of financial data points, routing billions of dollars in trades, and building the physical infrastructure that will power the global economy for the next 30 years. Most people have no idea it's happening, and the ones who do, they're getting extremely rich. I'm going to break down exactly what's going on, with the machines, the money, and the infrastructure behind it all, and I'm going to tell you how to use it. What's up everyone? Welcome back to Connect Smart Tools, your daily source for AI intelligence, smart investing strategies, and technology analysis that actually matters. If you're new here, we break down where AI meets money, where technology meets opportunity, and where the smart tools give you an edge that most investors simply don't have. I'm glad you're here. Let's get into it. Let's start with machine learning, because this is where the story gets wild. Right now, 38% of all US equity trades are being driven by machine learning algorithms, not just simple rule-based systems. I'm talking about deep learning models trained on satellite imagery, credit card data, earnings call transcripts, and social sentiment, making split-second decisions that no human analyst could replicate at scale. The hedge funds that crack this code? Renaissance Technologies, 2 Sigma, D.E. Shaw. They've been doing this quietly for years, and they've generated returns that make traditional portfolio managers look like they're playing checkers while these firms are playing 3D chess. Here's what changed. The technology is coming down to us. AI-powered investment platforms, machine learning screeners, sentiment analysis tools. These used to cost millions of dollars in infrastructure. Now, they're accessible to anyone with the right knowledge and the right tools. That is literally what ConnectSmartTools.net is built to help you navigate. The key insight is this. ML in investing doesn't remove the need for human judgment. It amplifies it. The investors who understand what these models are doing, what can doing, what data they're eating, what patterns they're identifying, are the ones who can use this technology as a force multiplier instead of being disrupted by it. Now let's talk about the physical world, because AI isn't just code. It lives in buildings, massive buildings, $1.3 trillion of them, according to global infrastructure projections. Think about what has to exist for you to run a Google search with AI, get a ChatGPT response, or let an algorithm manage your ETF portfolio. You need chips, you need servers, you need cooling, you need power, a lot of power, you need fiber, you need real estate. All of that is investable. At Connect Smart Tools, we talk about what we call the AI infrastructure stack, and every layer of it is experiencing demand that supply chains genuinely cannot keep up with. Layer 1, semiconductors, NVIDIA, Broadcom, TSMC, the chip makers that manufacture the GPUs running every frontier AI model in existence. NVIDIA's revenue has grown over 200% in 2 years. That's not hype, that's verified quarterly earnings tied to real infrastructure demand. Layer 2, cloud hyperscalers, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. They are the landlords of AI compute. Microsoft just committed $80 billion to AI infrastructure in 2025 alone. $80 billion in 1 year. Layer 3, and this is the one most people are completely missing, energy. Training AI models and running data centers is extraordinarily power-intensive. Goldman Sachs projects data centers will consume 8% of total US electricity by 2030. That's a structural demand tailwind for nuclear power, natural gas, and renewables that has nothing to do with climate policy and everything to do with compute demand. Smart money is already rotating into this theme. The question is whether you're early enough to benefit. Quick pause, because if you're watching this, you're exactly the kind of person who should be visiting connectsmarttools.net right now. We publish daily AI intelligence reports, investing frameworks, and technology breakdowns, everything you just heard, and a lot more depth behind it. It is completely free to access. The link is in the description. It's on screen right now. Just go to connectsmarttools.net and you'll see what I mean. And if this content is hitting for you, drop a like, subscribe, ring the bell. This channel is growing fast because the people here are serious about this stuff. Let's keep building. So how do you actually invest intelligently in all of this? Because there's real money here, and real risk. Let me give you the framework we use at Connect Smart Tools. We break the AI investment universe into 3 tiers. Tier 1, enablers. These are the companies building the physical and digital picks and shovels of the AI economy. Chip makers, cloud providers, networking infrastructure, energy companies with AI data center exposure. These have the most direct, measurable revenue tied to AI demand right now. This is where the clearest near-term earnings growth is visible. Tier 2, adopters. These are established companies in healthcare, finance, logistics, retail, who are deploying AI at scale to cut costs and grow revenue. The AI isn't their core product, but it's becoming the engine of their margin expansion. This is a longer duration play. You're betting on execution over 3 to 5 years, not quarters. Tier 3, disruptors. These are the pure-play AI companies building proprietary foundation models, vertical AI applications, and data moats. Highest risk, highest ceiling. Some of these become generational companies, many won't. The discipline and sao. Wanidain and Jisentwao. And this is critical, and just now is not getting swept up in the hype cycle at any tier. Every single investment thesis needs to be grounded in actual revenue, actual compute demand, actual deployments, not press releases, not demos, numbers. The AI infrastructure story is real, but even real stories have overvalued chapters. Knowing the difference is the whole game, and that intelligence, that daily signal cut through the noise, that is exactly what we deliver at connectsmarttools.net. Here's the bottom line. Machine learning is reshaping how money moves. AI infrastructure is the biggest capital expenditure story of the 2020s, and smart investors, the ones using the right tools, reading the right intelligence, staying ahead of the curve, are positioned to participate in a wealth creation cycle that doesn't come around more than once in a generation. You don't have to be a quant. You don't have to work at a hedge fund. You just have to stay connected to the best information and act on it with discipline. That's what we're building together here. Go to connectsmarttools.net right now. Read today's intelligence report. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, because the information gap between people who understand AI and those who don't is one of the biggest financial divides forming in real time. I'll see you in the next one. Stay smart, stay connected,